Breakthrough in Jan. 6 pipe bomb investigation. Suspect arrested. After nearly 5 years of dead ends, U.S. authorities have arrested a suspect believed to be responsible for placing 2 pipe bombs near the headquarters of both the Democratic National Committee (DNC) and the Republican National Committee (RNC) in Washington, D.C., on the night before the January 6 United States Capitol attack. The suspect is identified as Brian J. Cole Jr., a 30-year-old man from Woodbridge, Virginia. He was taken into custody on Thursday morning after what officials described as a renewed, intensive review of evidence, rather than new public leads or tips. What happened on January 5, 2021, and why it matters. On the evening of January 5, 2021, surveillance footage captured a hooded, masked individual placing 2 pipe bombs, one under a park bench outside the DNC headquarters, the other in an alley behind the RNC offices, both within a few blocks of the U.S. Capitol. Though the devices never detonated, they were considered functional and potentially lethal. The bombs were discovered just hours before supporters of then-President Donald J. Trump stormed the Capitol in an attempt to disrupt Congress's certification of the 2020 election. The timing of the bomb placement, just before the riot, has fueled widespread speculation about a possible link between the bombing and the Capitol attack. The arrest of Cole represents the first publicly known suspect identified in connection with those bombs. How the investigation finally yielded results. The investigation had been stalled for years. Despite hundreds of leads, thousands of tips, and a $500,000 reward offered by the authorities, law enforcement was unable to identify a suspect. But in 2025, under a revived investigative push, officials re-examined existing evidence, including surveillance footage, phone tower location data, license plate records, and purchase logs of bomb components. This painstaking effort traced purchases of pipes, end caps, wiring, timers, and other materials used in the bombs back to Cole over 2019-2020. Investigators also placed Cole's vehicle near the scene using license plate readers on the night of January 5, and cell phone data reportedly placed him in the vicinity at the relevant times. According to prosecutors, there was no new tip, no new witness, but rather, relentless police work, combining data mining, forensic reanalysis, and traditional investigative methods. Charges, identity, and aftermath. Cole has been charged with offenses including transporting an explosive device across state lines and attempted malicious destruction of property using an explosive device. He is expected to make his first court appearance soon in Washington, D.C. Prosecutors have signaled that more charges may still be forthcoming as they continue executing search warrants and gathering additional evidence. Officials say the arrest brings a long-awaited measure of accountability, though many questions remain, especially regarding the bomber's motive and whether the bombs were intentionally connected to the Capitol riot. Broader significance. The arrest closes one of the most enduring mysteries surrounding the January 6 events, the identity of the person who planted bombs near the DNC and RNC. It underlines the complexity of terrorism and explosive device investigations, where surveillance video, purchase data, and digital footprints may take years to link to a suspect. The outcome may reshape narratives and conspiracy theories about the bombs being an inside job or an unrelated incident. With a named suspect identified via forensics and data, law enforcement signals the case's solution rests on evidence rather than speculation.